Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Steph and this is Ordinary Plant Girl. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video, and if you are returning, thank you so much for spending more of your time with me. So today I have something that is exciting for me, as it's a new genus that I have only been involved with for about not even 6 months yet. But today I am bringing you my small but very well loved Anthurium collection. So if that is something that you are interested in seeing, please stick around. Okay, so this is going to be kind of a quick video because I don't really have that many. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. It would have been 6, but I lost one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in order of receipt, pretty much. I can say that almost all of them were imported from Equigenera, and in a way this will kind of be like an update on those as well. But yeah, so let's get started. So the very first one I got, which was gifted to me to start fueling my Anthurium obsession, is my Anthurium magnificum. So this is the newest leaf. It's fully hardened off now, but if you can look at him compared to like this tiny leaf right here, all the way up, this is the biggest leaf on the plant. And even though it does have that little hole right there, I can't remember how it got it. I think it kind of did it to itself, but I mean, that's fine. I have no issues with it whatsoever. This is probably my favorite one, not only because it was so easy, but also because it was the first imported Anthurium. I was importing Anthuriums and philodendrons, and I swear to you, every philodendron gave me an issue, except for one. But the Anthuriums, I've had no problems with whatsoever. So I got this one back in March, and I had started it off. I did put it into moss and it rooted in there really nicely. And if you can see the roots in my mix here, it does need to be watered. It's a little dry. It's doing really well. And I mean, at this point, it even has roots coming out the bottom now. So I'm gonna have to resituate this one a little bit, I think, because it is definitely not ready to be up potted in any way. So that is Anthurium number 1, my Anthurium magnificum. Now, after I got that one, I had decided that maybe I was going to give some smaller ones a chance. So from North Shore Tropicals, what I did was, is it this one? Nope. North Shore Tropicals had seedlings, and I think there was only, I can't remember if this one was $20. I can't remember the exact price, but it was either $20 or $30. And I mean, it makes sense because look at this cute little babe. So this is my Anthurium magnificum crossed with a crystallinum. So it's a crystal mag. It gave me this leaf pretty soon off the bat, and you can see it's a little bit damaged, but I was just happy it gave me a new leaf. And if you actually look at it, it is almost as big as the biggest leaf. If it didn't have the damage, it probably would have surpassed it, but look at the veining on these leaves, and then look at this one here. So I really do love this little one a lot, actually. I love the way it looks when it comes in, and the magnificum is the same. Like, just it comes in kind of this burgundy red color. And I don't have a crystallinum, so I don't know if that's something that's common from that side. So it would make me think that it's the magnificum that brings that in. But I'm actually on the hunt for a crystallinum now, because I would like to have 2 parent plants for this one right here. So I do have the magnificum. All I need is a crystallinum. And as soon as I can find one, I'm going to be adding it to my collection. But this one I got probably in April. And it's grown a little bit slower, but it's been okay. I haven't had any issues. This was the only leaf that's put off for me. They seem to do fine in my regular humidity. I do boost it sometimes, like all of them were sitting around a humidifier, but the humidity's been pretty much between 55-60 degrees for most of the summer, so they seem fine. So that is my little baby crystal mag. Now, after I got the crystal mag, because, oh, I do have more than 5 anthuriums. I'm looking at 2 more up there that I haven't even shown you guys yet. So we're gonna save those for the end. As I was saying, so after I got the crystal mag, I got a little more interested because the magnificum was starting to give me a new leaf. The crystal mag had given me a new leaf. So when I was on North Shore Tropicals website again, I saw another anthurium seedling that I wanted. And that one is this one right here. And it is the Anthurium clarinervium. Now, I've heard mixed things about some people having issues with the clarinervium and other people saying they're easy. For me, right now, at this point in time, it has been an easy plant. So this is the newest leaf. It hasn't even hardened off yet. It's still just a new little babe. But it hasn't been a problem at all. I mean, none of the leaves, this leaf is a little bit wonky, but none of them have been damaged. I've had no issues whatsoever with this. I believe that I got this one in April as well, but a couple of weeks later. Not April. Yeah, April, because I got the crystal mag in March, at the end of March, and then I got these two, not in the same shipment, but I got them both in April, I'm pretty sure. And so far, so good. I haven't had any issues yet. I am gonna try and keep my humidity. I do like to keep it around 60%, 60, sometimes 65. I don't like to go higher than 65. But so far they've done really well in regular humidity, and I'm not seeing any roots poking out of the bottom of this, so we are good. And that is my Anthurium crystallinum. No, wishful thinking. Clarinervium. It's the clarinervium. Okay, so after that, there was another import that was done. I did another import in July from Equigenera, and this one had what I thought was 2 anthuriums in it, but it ended up actually having 3 anthuriums in this import. So in that import is something that I had actually looked at online repeatedly, not this variation of it, but I had looked at one online that I wanted to get, but I never pulled the trigger. I had been seeing them over and over again, and people were showing them off, and I really like the look of this anthurium, but I didn't actually buy this one. So leave it to him to send it to me instead. And it's a little bit different, but this is the Anthurium forgetii white stripes. So you can see this is the newest leaf right here. Look at how pretty that is. And it does sit right on top of this leaf. So I did notice that when you guys say that the new leaves damage easily, I didn't realize how easily until now. Because I'm pretty sure that just because it's been resting, I don't know if you can see it, just because it's been resting on top of that leaf and slowly growing on top of it, it's got a few little marks from the folded edges of the leaf. But this is also still growing and the biggest leaf on this plant. So what can I say? This one came in, it was a little bit melty. It's got a little bit of damage. I think I'm just gonna cut that off and leave it. I don't feel that it's necessary for me to get rid of the entire leaf, at least not yet. I could, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but. So this is the Anthurium forgetii white stripes. It's a beautiful plant. I love that it has like a total lack of sinus. I love that so much. And you can see here that it's still in moss and it is rooting really, really well in here. So pretty soon, when I get this July 23rd, it's the middle of September almost. yeah, I will, I'll probably be putting this into my Anthurium mix really, really soon. I just want to wait until this leaf hardens off, and then I will probably transition it over. So this one is quickly becoming another one of my favorites. Okay, so out of that same import, that brings me to one where, if you saw my video on repotting my Anthurium delaneyai, not sure. That's where this one comes in. So this was only a couple of weeks ago, so we have absolutely no root growth, but still, look at how amazing these leaves look for not uptaking any water, any nutrients, nothing. This poor plant was not getting anything for I don't know how long, and these leaves are still firm. They're not soft at all. They're still they're just good to go. It's been super, I mean, it hasn't grown, but it's been super easy, even with issues. It just sits there looking absolutely fabulous. So I can't even say anything bad about this plant. And I'm really hoping and praying, because you'll notice that my other plants over there, my other anthuriums that you've seen already, are all velvet leaved. And the velvet leaved ones have done really well for me so far. So this one is a little different, and I'm really hoping that this one can survive along with the others. Because it would, if I can bring this one back, you're going to see such a happy girl. I'm going to be so excited if this one makes it. But so there's not much else I can say about this. I did have to cut everything off it. I think I actually have chunks propagating of this. Do I? I don't even remember anymore. It's very possible. I don't know. That is another video on the making. But this is the Anthurium delaneyai. The name will be on the screen. So that brings me to the Anthurium in this import that didn't make it. So I will throw a picture of it up on the screen. Part of me wants to say that it's because it was a corrugated Anthurium. I have heard that they are extremely difficult, and I would rather say that than say it was my fault, but it really was my fault. It dried out way too long in the middle of a heat wave. By the time I watered it, there was just nothing I could do. It was a goner. I wish that I could have saved even a tiny portion of it, and I tried, but there was just nothing left to work with after that. So that was the Anthurium rugosum. It was beautiful. I fell in love with it instantly, and I was actually pretty devastated that I lost that one. So maybe another try, another day, another import next year. Not importing anything right now. But yeah, I'll probably give it another shot because it was amazing. That brings me to the two Anthuriums that you guys probably don't even know that I have. So let's get into those ones. They were up on the shelf. Like I said, I completely forgot they were there, and one needs to be watered and the other one does not. These are actually Anthuriums that I did not even think that I was going to want in my household. I don't have any other plants like them whatsoever, no matter what genus. So this is a totally, not only a new Anthurium thing for me, but just the type of Anthurium. So here we have the Anthurium Bakerii? Not sure. Again, name will be on the screen. And this, one of the seedlings that I got, and it's super cute. It does have a new leaf. Actually, that's not even new. It just looks like it didn't really grow. So it does have a new little baby leaf coming out there. I can't wait to see how this goes. It recently just got watered because I realized, I think it was yesterday, that it hadn't been very, very wet at the moment. I'm not seeing any root growth yet. And I did get this. I got both of these before my last import. Not long before though. So it was in July as well that I got these guys. At the moment, I'm not seeing any root growth in this. But I believe that with this new leaf growing, that we have not got any problems. The roots have got to be pretty healthy. I hope they're pretty healthy. I mean, I think the only thing that I'm going to be trying to figure out is the growth pattern and how I'm going to keep it growing properly. So there's that. I'm so excited for this. Last but not least is my Anthurium vitarifolium seedling. So this one was really the one that I wanted. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that I can't just buy one plant. And at the price they were at, I mean, I couldn't go wrong with getting both of them at the price they are. So this is my Anthurium vitarifolium. This new leaf just came in my care. I am gonna have to get used to their growing pattern. It's just so strange because I know that they're both like belt leaf anthuriums. Look at that auxiliary root right there. When I actually put this in, there's quite a few of them. And if that's the way they grow all the way up, this is gonna be just an interesting thing that I'm gonna have to figure out because I know nothing about them, but I'm so excited about it. And I did want to try something other than my velvet leaf anthuriums because at the moment, I know that those ones I can handle. And hopefully the delaneyai will work out. Still super upset about the rugosum. I'm gonna try it again one day. But this vitarifolium, like I'm so here for it. I just need to figure it out. We need to figure each other out. This one and the bakuri, neither of them have any significant root growth that I can see, which is odd compared to my velvet leaf anthuriums who tend to root up really easily. But that being said, I mean, everything is an adventure, right? It's an adventure, it's a learning experience, and I can't wait to learn with these ones. This one's super dry, I'm gonna have to water it. I don't wanna make the same mistake that I did with the other ones, letting them be dry too long. But yeah, so that is it. So altogether, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 anthuriums where 6 months ago, I had none. I had the hybrid one, you know, the one that you buy in the drugstore, made it about a year, but it died all the way back and then died. So I was pretty terrified to go through all of this, but I got a kick into gear and now I am obsessed with them. I am still primarily a philodendron lover, but the anthuriums are definitely coming up a really close second. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for being here. Please like and consider subscribing to my channel. Leave any comments below and I will see you in the next video. Bye.